All right, for the first part of this assignment, we're going to be doing some diagrams. And the couple things I'm going to gift you guys is I'm going to gift you this model. It is already really set up. So it's basically to get us all to the same place, regardless of how we've done in the assignments. So what you see here there may be some minor changes that your faculty decide to make in here as far as the scope of your project. I mean, that is their purview, so whatever they say goes. So as far as that goes, just follow their lead. But anyway, this is also built on the new template in Revit, so you'll see kind of it's a few things that you're not quite used to. Maybe have seen them in the test room, but it's like it has the scope boxes, and everything's kind of oriented as some different types of symbols, and then also you'll just have to get used to a different sheet set numbering system. We've tried to make sure that basically everything's kind of here and ready to go as you see it. So just modify this and you should be all set. Okay, a couple reasons for that. I want to start you guys in this assignment really doing design intent diagramming, and this is really to get you guys used to using three-dimensional diagrams. We're going to use Revit to build this. I think it's a great tool, and I'll show you some specific things to do that. These two models now are based in the same exact origin, so that's important. So as you start to develop things here, you can bring in more information from the context, or you can take things from here and into your model just to, I don't know, take a look, or as you move into the next step of your design sequence. So just to show that, you're going to need to grab the columns. I didn't, for some reason, didn't put those in. So we're just going to grab those. Just going to grab all instances in the entire project, I guess. I don't really need the ones in back, but why not? And I am going to copy that and then go back into here, and I'm going to paste two selected items. So level 1's fine. It came in a little funny. I'm just going to make them go to level 2. I don't have a level 5 on this because you're not going to use it in your design, so I'm not going to worry about it in the diagram. So we're correcting that. And then the other thing you want to correct is the concrete cast, the material. Basically, in the diagram, we're really trying to lose all materiality, just get it down to the basic level. So I've already set up in this file some diagram colors. So you have glass, you have green's being used for the trees, you have white, a pop color that'll be something that we might use to denote some symbology or whatnot. So I'm just going to label it white because everything's basically going to be white, and I'm probably going to get rid of these because they're not really adding anything to this, because I'm really trying to make this very, very basic. So that's the beginning. I think the other thing that we want to do in this video is to just set up a couple of things. It should already be set up like this, but I want to walk you through what I'm doing. I have anti-aliasing on. You can see, I don't know if you can see in your video. I'll zoom into kind of a diagonal. So anti-aliasing is to really smooth out. Basically it's trying to do in pixels these diagonal lines, and so they tend to be quite jagged. So if you put that on, then it just really smooths it out. The other thing I'm using is silhouette, and I'm using wide lines. We're going to change that. It's really not kind of wide enough or thick enough, so we'll change that. And then lighting, I'm using that 70-50-20 rule. You might go to 15, it all depends, but I'm using that. As far as shadows goes, I'm not sure if I'll have cast shadows, but I'm definitely going to have show ambient shadows. That just allows it to feel a little bit more three-dimensional and whatnot. So yeah, we'll see as far as if we're going to always use the actual shadows or if we just use occlusion. So this may or may not come on. So probably that's going to be my default. All right, so we talked about getting a thicker silhouette. So the silhouette is always the kind of thing that's on the edge that's denoting form where space is behind it. So there would be a silhouette here, and there'd probably be a silhouette on these trees and on this column line, but it wouldn't be a silhouette right here where two materials really kind of meet, like that. That may or may not wanted to be, I don't know. I might actually have these two floors connect. That'll be a kind of your choice whether or not you want that kind of really hard edge. I've also put in the transparent glass so that you can start to cut openings as you see fit. Now realizing that the openings will be probably based on where you have um, the curtain wall divisions. So this won't be perfect, but it should give, a diagram's not about being precise exactly. It's about communicating your intent. Okay, so we talked about going in and adding in a line weight. So I want you to go to manage additional settings, go to line styles. And then you're going to expand this. You'll see wide lines, you'll see thin lines, you'll see all the lines that you normally have available to you. What we're going to do is just create a new. We're going to call this, I don't know, I'm going to call it heavy for now. It could be diagram. It's going to be that. You'll see wide lines is on 5. We're going to just punch this up. I don't know if we're going to want 10. We're just going to see what 10 looks like. And so that's it. Now, we just go back in here and we turn wide lines over to heavy and we apply it. So if you're like me, it didn't show up. So I realized I have thin lines on. So I just need to type in TL and suddenly this thing pops. Not sure what I'm going to do about that. I mean, I think obviously I may want it to be so thick. So I'm going to change that to 7. That's a lot better. And I might start to, depending on what I'm doing, see if I can't join certain elements together. And once I do that, they will not be showing so many heavy lines. So you guys will kind of decide what you need to do to make this kind of, as clean as possible. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, cool.